Well, guys, it's been a while since I've done a video, but I think what I'm going to do is I've come up with an idea. I've noticed that lately I've done a lot of fishing. I've always gone fishing a lot. For some reason, I don't know why. I've just liked it. I've done very well at it before too. Well, I do very well at it all the time. But and video gaming. Video gaming, pets, and fishing are like the three things I do. That's basically my entire weekend, everything. That's the only three things I basically do. So I know there's a lot of fishing videos, popular fishing guys like Catfish and Carp, Muddy River Catfishing, and other people like One Rod, One Reel, and a lot of other guys out there as well that do a lot of good fishing videos. And I was thinking, about I Am Wildcat, H2O Delirious, a lot of other people like Vanoss Gaming and all of them. They all do a ton of gaming videos and they're very successful. And then you got who else? Brian Barczyk, a lot of other people. Jane British Born does some of it too. But they all, between all three of those different YouTube things, they all get a lot of subscribers and a lot of things, right? They're really popular around YouTube. So I've decided that I'm going to combine all three of them together. As in, I'm going to have some videos in the day come out. I'm going to come out with like 3 videos a day. One on gaming, one on my pets, and one on fishing, if I go. I mean, it depends on the day, and it depends on how many I upload a day. But that is the plan, guys. The channel is taking a new direction, and we're not going to do just pets now. I'm just going to do fishing, and even some random stuff, just some funny, cool stuff that we just decided, that me and my friends decided to do. Just, what's going on at the time, just about. But most of it's going to be fishing, pets, and video gaming, and I've noticed that a lot, if you combined all three of them, it could end up, real well in, what happens. And I mean, I love fishing, and that's actually probably, I'm going to come out with a few fishing videos up here soon, about what I'm going to do this weekend. Actually, I might as well just tell you guys now, because I have plenty of time left to tell you. This weekend, there's this lake, right on the border of town, called Lake Frederick in Front Royal. It is a very good lake. It is huge. It's 92 feet deep in the middle of it. So I'm gonna go there, and I prefer catfishing over everything, because it's funner. I mean, you get to use bait. You don't get to crank it as much. You just wait for them to come to you most of the time, unless depending on that. And I'll put that in other videos too. But usually it's funner to me than to bass fish and to do other fishing, But in the catfishing there, I mean, during the day it's real slow. Like, you have to go and hunt for them. You have to go look for them. Usually it's not them coming to you during the day. At night, it's a different story. And I'm gonna be going afternoon as the sun's going down, and I'm gonna be there at night too. So out when they're usually up and hunting. During the day they don't move around too much, but if you cast off near them, then they will go for it. They will, most of the time. Depends on the fish too. And that place, I mean, some days and some weekends it seems like it's very overfished at Lake Frederick, but it just depends on the weekend too, and it depends on the time you fish and where you're at on the lake, because it's a giant lake. I don't know when the wind's blowing, it's just about waves. It's just about, if it's high winds there, it's just about waves coming at you. But I mean, it's a pretty good lake, and I think that it's gonna be fun going there and checking out if I can't catch a few good catfish. I've caught some pretty big ones there, 4.5 pounder before. I've caught out here in Shenandoah River, just down the street. I've caught a 5.7 pounder, my personal best right now. I mean, that's not that much compared to other people, but I mean, it's huge for out here. But in Lake Frederick, they're a lot bigger, like 30 pounds they go up to. I mean, they get up huge. And there's even, there was a 60-pound pike caught there sometime in February. And I mean, that just tells you how big Lake Frederick really is and how big the fish can grow there. But, and like I said, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go ahead and film those videos and show you guys, you know, how I fish and what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna show you a few preps, as in like me showing you what I'm gonna use, how I'm gonna use it, like during the week. You know, kind of like with football. Like, you got a pregame show, except the pregame show is all week long until the weekend, because you know, unless school's out for a week, then, you know, it's heyday for me. I get to go fishing all week, you know. But this is that's basically what I do. If y'all don't really know much about me, yeah, I'm basically back. I mean, I don't usually do a lot of videos because I was real busy for a while, and now I'm gonna do a whole ton more videos, especially on all three of those subjects. I mean, I'll see how it works. I mean, if it doesn't work, I'll go back to doing just one or the other, whichever one works out better. But I mean, and I can't promise that I'll catch anything every time I go out fishing, because it just depends on the day and the time, so, and where you're at and what's going on, the temperatures. It depends on a lot of things. So I mean, I can't guarantee I'm going to catch a fish every time to show you all some action, but I mean, I can still vlog it, you know, show you guys other videos. But I guess for right now, I'm going to show you guys some of my animals, I guess, right now, just to, you know, give you all you know, a little bit of a catch up, I guess. You could catch up, you know, because I never really filmed in a while. 2 months maybe was the last time, but I'm gonna try to get in the habit of doing it every day. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I got a new pet about a month ago, and I have a huge fear for spiders. All right, huge fear. So I don't know if this one's gonna quite work out or not, but I mean, it's working out so far, and I decided to get a tarantula, and it's called a Chilean beautiful tarantula. I mean, he's not that big, no bigger than maybe my thumb. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, he's baby, I believe. He feeds on crickets every 2 to 3 days. He feeds on small crickets, and just keep your room temperature. I mean, it's not that hard to take care of a tarantula, so I mean, I might as well just put some of the care video in this too. As you see, I just have like a little hut here, have a little hut for him, and then I just have just little vines, and then mulch, just about mulch. I don't know what kind of mulch that is, because this came with the setup. Like, the whole entire spider with the setup, and everything came all together, so I don't know what kind that is. Just a little screen top right here, and then there you see the other stuff right there, like the vines and stuff, like the fake vines, and they'll climb on it. I mean, it's a complete full setup. I mean, it's not that hard to take care of them. I will show you though that tell you that do not put a water bowl in there for them. Do put a water bowl, but not one with just straight up water. You either want to get a little sponge and fill that with water, put it in a little cap or something, or get this. It is cricket quencher, is what they call it. I mean, it's basically a gel water, and put that in a little cap or something, put it in there, and there's your water for them, and you refill that every day or every time it starts to dry up, you know. It's not that hard to take care of a tarantula, to be honest. Sometimes they will be picky eaters, depending if it's a female or male. Females live up to 25 years, males usually die within 3 to 5. That's the life. I mean, they're just spiders, you know. I mean, this one's pretty chill. It depends on the spider. Usually they're pretty chill. Usually most of them are, but definitely look into what you're getting, because it depends. Don't get a bird one, in my opinion, unless you're gonna like not hold it a lot, because they are very aggressive. Same with the orange baboon, I believe is what they call it. That one is a very, very, very aggressive spider. It will bite, and it runs quick, and it will try to get away from you. And you don't want to also, when you're holding any type of tarantula, you don't want to keep it high off the ground like this. You want to keep it down towards here, because when they fall, they are super fragile. And I usually don't hold that spider, to be honest, because it's not because I'm scared of it, but it's because they are super fragile. As in, they fall, and they're gonna fall apart just about, and just die within a few minutes, you know. I mean, they're super fragile. They do have an exoskeleton, but not strong enough to protect them from a fall like that. So definitely also, because I don't know much about other tarantulas, I just know a lot about mine. Look it up first, and obviously do that, because I don't want to give you all the wrong information on it, because I'm not really that experienced in the tarantulas. You know, this is my first one, and I don't know really exactly what I'm doing, but I have a good idea. And I'm just going to show you a quick shot at Athena, the female ball python. There you got a little glimpse of her just in her hut right there. And I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but in some of my vlogs about the birds, I was telling you how the newspaper, they'd always tear it up and make a huge mess in there. Well, I found out an alternative to that, and I never noticed this until now, and so far it's worked out very well, and that is using aspen bedding. Using aspen bedding for the bedding in there. As you see, it holds it well. They don't make a huge mess in there. It's actually a lot neater than usual, and it holds the poop well, and it actually holds, usually poop from birds don't have much, for parakeets don't really have an odor to them, but if it does end up having an odor, which sometimes it will, it holds the odor in really well as well. And then here is, well, where is he? He's under there. He's under that log. That is Damien the corn snake. Some of y'all probably already know that. And then I got my fish down here. Got tons of tropical fish in there. I got a few I can't remember how many. I got a few just zebra danios, a few long-finned zebra danios, and 3 black-skirted tetras, and 2 snails in there. And they've been living there for a while now, and they've been doing pretty well. I think the beta, he died a few months ago, or no, about a month ago he died. But it's just a beta. I mean, he lived pretty good. And let me show you, actually, I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview now of what I'm going to be using for this weekend's fishing. And that is this, the giant ocean pole, just about. I mean, it's a Berkley, so I mean, it's pretty old, but it's an ocean pole. It's 7 foot, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 ringed. Ocean. I don't know if I should call it an ocean pole or a catfishing pole, because they both use it for both. And I mean, I got a ton of fish and stuff just everywhere over here, so I'm not gonna be able to show you everything. But I use this tackle box as my catfishing tackle box. Hold a ton of hooks, ton of weights, scissors, pliers, and a few bobbers, and that's it. And then here is my bass fishing and somewhat catfishing. I mean, whenever I feel like bringing a giant 10-pound, tackle box is when that'll be for everything. But that giant tackle box holds a ton of stuff. I mean, oh my gosh, holds a lot of stuff in there. And I'm using a pretty good hook. It's definitely good for catfish. I'm gonna have it little swivel up here, about 12-inch monofilament line that is between each other, and then I have the 3 slide or egg weights, slide weights, same thing. They slide up and down. It's good because when it drops to the bottom, it drops a little faster sometimes slower, it just depends. And I guess I need to show you all the net. I mean, net doesn't really matter, but I mean that's good enough with the net. But definitely should be a good week for fishing. I mean, considering it's still fall and it's been pretty hot. But that's just about all for today, guys. It's just a rundown of what I'm going to be doing from now on. Channel is changing. Like, subscribe, comment, notification bell. Thanks, guys, and peace out.